Hi guys, I just wanted to jump on here real quick. I was looking through some of my old journals, and over a year ago I had made a video about hearing the voice of God. And in the video, I gave the rundown of how it happened and everything, but it wasn't the entire truth about the event, which is completely wrong of me not to include, just because someone told me not to, because it would make them out to look bad or what have you. So it really has to do with a topic that I have been wanting to make a video on for a while now, but I keep talking myself out of it for various reasons. I don't know how it's going to be received. I don't know if there's going to be any backlash. I don't know if anybody's going to be trying to come after me, but regardless, that's something that I've been working on and struggling with for a while. But anyway, back to the matter at hand. The video states that one day I was upset and crying and just very down, and I was so stressed out and had been for so long that I really think I had an ulcer, or at least the beginnings of an ulcer. And I was in pain all the time, and one day it reached a peak after a huge argument that I had with someone, and I was almost doubled over in pain. So I went to the bedroom where I started to pray, and like I had done so many times before, begging, praying, crying for help, anything to know that I wasn't alone, because I felt so alone. And I did hear the voice of God telling me, just like in the video that I said, that everything's going to be okay, He's with me. But what I didn't say in the video was that I had been under attack emotionally and mentally for a long time, and especially that particular week. I don't even remember what the argument was about or whatever. I just know how I felt, and in that moment I felt like, well, it's either I'm going to die or God's gonna have to step in. And He did that. So in the video, I was explaining what happened. I was saying how that I was under distress. I didn't say what from, though, and that's the part that I take issue with, because I wasn't able to share with anyone what was happening to me. And it really makes me mad now, because for one, if you're going to testify about what God's done for you, you can't be hiding it. You can't be keeping something in the dark because you're afraid of what's going to happen. You're ashamed that you can't tell anybody, that someone pressures you and makes you feel wrong. Even though you had this great experience, you shouldn't be made to feel like you are wrong for testifying to it. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, yes, those things happened in the video that I said. Yes, I heard God. Yes, I believe He healed me. Yes, I have not had that pain in my stomach since that day. And ever since then, I have felt more of a closeness to God than I had ever felt. And I felt the presence, and I've never felt that before. I've never heard God speak to me. And I know that's what it is, because I was in such a place of just complete despair, hopelessness, and He reached out to me, and I gained strength from that, little bits of strength, until I was able to, I don't want to say escape, seems like a over exaggeration, but it's really not. It really was. I'm trying to be careful how I go about this, because more will be revealed when I make the full video about what I have been going through. But that's for another day, whenever I get my courage up to make it. But the point is this: you should not have to hide anything that is hurting you. You should not have to hide anything that is breaking you down. You should be able to ask for help. You should be able to testify to what God has done for you And for someone to tell you that you shouldn't tell the whole story because it's going to make them look bad, that's wrong. That is wrong. But that's what I allowed. That's what I did. But I'm not doing that anymore. I guess that's really all I wanted to say. I can't really go into any further detail until I decide how I'm going to approach this. It's not easy to talk about some things, but it needs to be done, and it will. It will. So if you go back and watch that video of mine, it's all well and good and great, but the reason it happened, the reason I heard God's voice was because I was in such need, and He helped me. Don't let anybody tell you you have to hide what God has done for you just because it's going to make them look bad. I have so much guilt and shame, but that's mine to deal with and work through, and I am. Don't let anyone guilt you into thinking you can't ask for help, or that you can't even pray, or that you can't even give the Lord the credit and the praise for doing things in your life. I guess it's a case of shame on me for allowing it, but shame on you for making me feel that way. I'm really working on something important. Hi, Josie. It's Josie. But anyway, I just wanted to jump on real quick and talk about that because it's really been weighing on my heart the past couple of days, just like everything else is weighing on me. But I am working on it and deciding how to go about things. Hopefully this video and the ones to come will help somebody. Josie thinks so too. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you guys later. Mwah.